la basciusella arredo muro, ogni sera che lei esce quando la casa è scura. E non miente da cucina balla solo solo, ma parlano malandrino pure la gatta s'ha paura. Peppino sulla cilla m'ha fatta scomparire, mannaggia sulla cilla a casa e nadai. Stasera in da cucina un po' che vino già la sa, e quando sempre a Peppino.
Hey mates, we're back. And welcome again to what we're calling the show now, which is how to cook like a pirate. That's right. And so today we're going to make very delicious mushroom risotto. And this is a dish that takes a little bit of input, not much, but you got to figure about 20 minutes and you'll have it done. So stem to stern, it's going to be 20 minutes. Now let me show you the ingredients. We have risotto here. We have a cup of risotto. This will make about 2 portions. We have shiitake, oyster, and baby bella mushrooms that I cheated and I bought in the pack in the store. I bought 2 packs, and that's what this is right here. We have just 1 clove of garlic chopped. We have half an onion for this portion chopped. We have some celery chopped. We have butter. We have Parmigiano Romano cheese here mixed, and we have kosher salt, olive oil, and black pepper. So the first thing we want to do is fire up this pan, and the first thing you have to do to make this whole thing work, look, there's a lot of mystery about this dish, but it doesn't have to be mysterious at all, and you know, there's all kind of perfections. But the first thing we're going to do is start frying up the mushrooms in our nice hot pan. And we're going to just fry these up, and we'll be right back with you after these get fried. So what I did was I put some oil in the pan, put the mushrooms in. I'm going to put a little pepper. I'm going to put a tiny bit of salt because I have to fry this in batches, but I'm not going to hold you guys up. So when the mushrooms are done, we're going to be right back. See you in a second. Okay, hey mates, here we are, we're back. I want you to take a look at these mushrooms. These cooked about 3 minutes, and Fredo over here told me, oh, it's going to be risotto with mushrooms, or mushrooms with risotto, whatever he said. He said it was too many, but he was wrong. Look how fast these cooked down in about 3 minutes. All we did, olive oil, we added a little bit more, sprinkled when it needed it, salt and pepper, no big deal, right? Please. Don't give me a hard time here. This is easy. Don't write to me and say, you don't know how to do it. You know how to do this, forget about it. All right. We'll be back in a second. Okay, so here we go. So we got another pan. This is the pan we're going to pot, I should say. Could be a pan if you want to use a pan, but this is the pot that we're going to cook the final product in. So we put some oil in here, we heated it up, and we're going to cook our onions. Yes, sir. And cook our onions in there for about 30 seconds. Okay? About 30 seconds. And by the way, during this time we have our chicken broth. I use chicken broth. I made this once with vegetable broth. I didn't like it. So chicken broth is what I'm using. And I bought several containers. Whatever you do, and I'll show you, I don't run out of the chicken broth. So buy enough that if you don't use it, you can refrigerate it. But you need to have your chicken broth, sufficient chicken broth to make this work. I'll show you why. All right, so we have the onions starting, and we want to just cook them for maybe a minute, maybe a little less right now. And at this point, I'm going to take this little bit of garlic. That's it, 1 clove. That's hard for me to do because I'm a garlic freak. I'm just putting 1 clove in because actually, as I told you, we're going to make 2 portions here. That's all we're making. So we don't want to kill it. All right, now you see how this is? Now you don't want this to get brown. So take it off the fire, all right? But we're going to add the cup of rice. Now you got to fry this rice. You're going to fry it for purposes of risotto. This is not Mexican fried rice. It's not Chinese fried rice. It's not your grandmom's fried rice. This is Captain Perry's fried rice. And we're going to cook this rice for about, turn the heat up a little, for about 5 minutes. And is this hard? Did I do anything that was difficult yet? These guys, these professional chefs make it such a big deal. But you got to keep moving. You got to start hot Over here you've had this chicken broth which was brought to a boil, and we calmed it down because we're going to use it. I'm going to put a little more oil in here, and we want to just fry this rice up, change its color a little bit. But if we fry it just a little bit more and pay attention to it, now see what I'm doing, I'm taking it off the heat as I think I got too much heat, put it back down when I want more. It's not hard to figure that out, right? I mean, this show is for guys, to teach the guys how to cook. Women, men are the best cooks. Absolutely. I fired so many chefs on my boat, and I had to go do the cooking until I could find somebody to do it right. But men rule. In my world, men rule. It's getting a little sticky. Put this over here. Put a little bit more oil. And here we go. So just about a minute this fried up. And now we're going to start adding some of this nice chicken broth. There you go. Now, anybody will tell you that you want to make a risotto, you gotta keep stirring. I'm turning my fire down a little bit, and we want to keep stirring this. Now, there's a whole science to this, like I said, and I'm being a little facetious. I'm picking on the professionals because they go to school for a long time, spend a lot of money learning how to cook. Me, I just watch other people cook and I learn. Isn't that how they learn, please? Okay, they weren't born professional cooks. Okay, but here we go. Now you see what's happening? Take a look at this. Freddie, you got this? So we put that... Freddie just fell off the fucking thing. Are you all right there, Fred? You know? I know you were drinking last night. All right. So, here we go. Putting a little more in and keep stirring. And that's what you got to do. Don't let this sit. If you're in this is an art form. There's no question about it. Even though a crude pirate's cooking it for you. But you see how I put this, you know, there's a whole theory, as I said, about, oh, the starch has to leach out. I don't care. It's how it tastes good. But the actual process is, if Freddie could catch us without breaking his gagoots over there, is you just see that it's, as it's cooking off and we're stirring it, it's sort of absorbing the chicken broth, and it is also leaching out, truthfully, starch, which is really what gives it the flavor. But see, and then we just cook. Now this is not a dish that's supposed to be cooking forever. I said we got 20 minutes, and but you'll know when it's done. We just keep stir. So now we're going to do this, and as we cook this rice, we're going to know that it's going to change its consistency, going to puff up a little bit, bigger. It's not supposed to be puffy, but it is supposed to expand a little. And here we go, and we're going to keep stirring it, because like, if you don't want to stir this, then go make fried eggs or something, or go to McDonald's, or get out of my face already. Yeah, it's been a bad day. These guys came late. They're supposed to be at 9 o'clock. We started at 4 o'clock in the afternoon because, you know, who knows where they were last night. I don't even want to let them in my house. The cooties jumping off them. Fly-back motels they go to, these guys, especially Putin. All right, we pick this heat up a little. We got to keep it hot, but we don't want to burn anything. Huh? So we're going to cook this like this for about another 5 minutes, and then we'll be right back with you. All right, so here we are. We're still adding the chicken broth as this starts to cook down. You see what we're doing? We never stop stirring. Never. It's been about 3-4 minutes, actually. You see how nice and creamy this is looking. It's perfect. And now we're going to put our mushrooms that have already been fried. We're going to put this in here. And you know, if Freddie was right, and he could be, that there's like maybe 2. Who gives a damn? You're eating God's food, for heaven's sake, Freddie. My God. It's all delicious. And here you go. Now, you see how this thickened up? Obviously, because we put the mushrooms in and they absorbed some of the juice. And bring the heat up a little bit and keep stirring. All right? And also at this point, I'm going to put some salt in here. No, I'm not violating my rule. I didn't taste it yet, but I like a little more salt.
Almost caught it.
Should we come back or no?
Huh?
Should we pause?
No. Keep going.
Alright.
Huh?
Okay.
Freddie just knocked that damn bottle off the thing. We're gonna have to do a little cut and come back, but that's all right. Do we have olive oil all over the floor, boys?
Yeah.
See, this is like on the ship, you know? We just caught a wake or a wave, and that's what happened. See, it's a real show. There's no, when the Admiral comes down, I'm dead. I know that, but it's a real, look at this now. Don't slip any olive oil, and we'll go clean that up in 1 second. Here. All right. We'll be right back after we clean up the mess. Okay, we avoided the disaster there. Take a look here, Freddie. You got a shot from me. All I did was stir, and I don't want it to stick. I'm adding more stock so it won't stick. Now this has been cooking for about 6-7 minutes, maybe a little longer, but it'll tell you like it takes like 20 minutes. You don't want to cook it all the way. This is, right now, it's not even al dente yet. It's still got to cook a little more. But I just tasted it. The taste is still fabulous. The aroma emanating from this is terrific. And we're just turning it, and we want to keep it nice and creamy. We don't want it to get thick and chunky and that, and the way we do that is with the broth. Okay, but rice like pasta, even after you turn the fire off and serve it, as it sits, it's going to cook some more, so you don't have to take it all the way to where you exactly want it. I would leave it al dente and then kill it. So now, we're looking good, and what we're going to do to richen it up is we're going to put a little butter in there, just like that, and we're going to throw some Parmesan cheese in there. That'll be really making it nice. And let me get over here and get some of this parsley, and we're going to cook some parsley in it. There we go. Look at that. Woo, baby. Now you're talking. A little more broth. A little bit. We'll start cooking this down. I'm going to turn this fire down just a little bit. And keep stirring. Oh man, if you could smell this, the cheese, the parsley, the mushrooms, the risotto. Now look at how nice and creamy that is. Wow. So I'm going to kill the heat here. I'm going to take a little taste test for doneness and for seasoning. Okay. Told you I'm a salt man. Got high blood pressure. Stay away from me. So they say. I think it's all horseshit anyway, but who knows. Little pepper. Baby, this is delicious. Now look at this. I'm just going to cook this down just a little bit more. It's still just about al dente. And keep it going. But see how creamy this is? This is what you're looking for here. You're looking for nice, nice, nice and creamy. And baby, that is what you have. And I will tell you, with the taste, with the tenderness, with what we did, we are done. So we'll be right back and we'll serve this up for you. Okay, so here it is, your final product. This is mushroom risotto a la Captain Perry. How to cook like a pirate. Listen, we work hard for you, so please subscribe to our show. And there's a lot more on it than cooking. We have comedy, we have commentary, all kinds of craziness. Sailing, we're getting big on sailing now. You can come to us. We're a full-service resource, so please subscribe, share, like, and see us next week. How's that? See you again. Happy sailing, Captain Perry. How to cook like a pirate.
Surgilla a casa e nadai, stasera in da cucina un po' che vino già la sa, e quando si imbriaca a Peppina già incappa.
Ma tu che sei? Siciliano?
No, I'm a Calabrese, you nut. The other night I called my girl, I asked her could we meet. I said let's go to my house, we could have a bite to eat. And as we walked in through the door, she screamed at what she saw. There was little Peppino doing a cha-cha on the floor. Peppino su di Gilla m'ha fatto scomparire. Mannaggia su di Gilla a casa dai. Stasera in da cucina un po' che vino già la sa. E quando si imbriaca a Peppino già incappa.
Ma non un mio, a schifio.
If I ever catch you, I'm gonna throw you right in a